her. But yeah, she's going to vehemently deny any reconciliation or that they're together. There's times where she avoids conflict, and I think he's just taking that as a presumption or that they're together, or I don't know, she's appeasing him or whatnot, but her testimony is going to be that they are not living together. They have not reconciled.
Please.
Tyler Lee.
All right, Mr. Lee, can I have you raise your right hand and be sworn in for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Ms. Coates, is the state ready to resume?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bergman, are you and your client ready to resume?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Lee, are you ready to go forward today?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Ms. Coates, I will have you pick back up where we left off. I think, well, we may need to just start over since we've had parties conferring. So, Ms. Coates, can you update the court on the record where we stand currently?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the parties are in agreement that child support and medical support will remain the same, which is $209 for child support, medical being $113. Ms. Perez continue carrying health insurance through another source. The parties are not in agreement with regards to conservatorship. Your Honor, Ms. Perez is asking for sole managing, and Mr. Lee is asking for joint managing. Ms. Perez is asking for no geographic restriction, Your Honor, as she will be starting school in UT Austin. I believe Mr. Lee is asking for a geographic restriction. So that's an issue as well. Ms. Perez is still asking for 11 months of retroactive child support with no credit. I believe Mr. Lee is contesting that. I believe he's going to testify that he has financially helped. And I believe the parties are still in agreement with regards to the visitation, Your Honor, that I previously stated that Your Honor previously ordered, which was the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Saturdays.
All right, guys, buckle up, because today's case is one of the wildest custody hearings you'll ever hear. We're walking into Judge Simpson's courtroom, where two young parents are battling it out over money, custody, and their future. On paper, it looks simple. Mom wants sole custody, Dad wants joint custody. But once you start listening to their testimonies, you realize this is way more than just a legal fight. It's a complete clash of reality versus perception. And trust me, things get messy.
In the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Sundays between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. for up to 1 hour. Those will be supervised by Ms. Perez or the maternal grandmother or another adult of their choosing. Parties to continue communicating on app close. And I believe that's everything, Your Honor. And court costs to be paid by Mr. Lee is what the state is asking for.
All right. Ms. Coates, are you ready to begin questioning? Or Mr. Bergman, did you have anything to add?
With regards to the status, the summary of the parties right now, no, Your Honor. But if I was to begin questioning, I know I was questioning my client when Mr. Lee entered. I would just ask that I question Mr. Lee first to get an understanding of what his agreements would be.
All right, Ms. Coates, do you have questions for Mr. Lee, or would you defer to Mr. Bergman?
I'll defer to Mr. Bergman, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Bergman.
Yeah. Tyler, can you just state your full name for the record, please?
Tyler Lee. Tyler Richard Lee.
And right now, are you currently working anywhere?
I'm not, no. Well, I do a few side jobs just to pay the child support for now, but...
Okay, and what are those side jobs?
I work for my mom sometimes. She's got a cleaning business, and she knows a few people that need more help, like, with other cleaning jobs. So I've been doing that just to be able to pay the child support.
So how do you get paid? By the day, by the hour, by the job?
By the job.
And what is that? How much is that?
It depends on what the job is. I mean,
Okay.
it's not anything like specific. But...
So give me an idea of a day's work for you. What's that involve on pay wise? You get 2 jobs, pay X amount of dollars. Can you give me any kind of detail on that?
The last job I did, it was like 4 or 5 days of cleaning the outside of a house, the walls and the windows and the gutters and stuff like that. So
And how much you get paid?
it's just odd jobs like that.
Let's start with what they agree on. Dad has to pay child support, $209 a month, plus $113 for medical insurance. Mom, Perez, will keep covering the insurance for the child. That part's locked in, but the rest? Total chaos. Perez wants full managing conservatorship, meaning she alone calls the shots for the child. Dad, Tyler Lee, wants joint conservatorship, where both parents share rights. Already we're on a collision course. And then there's the bombshell. Perez is moving to Austin for school and Dad is not okay with it.
I think that one was like 600 something, because I remember I needed to pay 2 months worth of child support. So
You got paid $600 for cleaning.
6 something. I'm not sure how much.
Okay, but at least $600. Is that correct?
Yeah, at least, yeah.
And that took you 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
So that's about $120 a day is what you're making.
No. That's like I said, it's just an odd job. It's not every week.
But for that job, you made about $120 a day, correct?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. And then your
It's
work.
not consistent though. It's not.
Fair enough. And then your work history before that. Where did you work at?
I worked at Cargill. It's a animal feed factory.
How long you worked there for?
2 years.
Okay. And before that, where'd you work at?
Before that, the jobs I had before that weren't very long, like a few months at most.
Okay. Did you work Cargill for a consistent 2 years?
Yes, yeah, I was there for 2 years.
Okay. How much you get paid there?
$18.25 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think we talked about this last time, and before you came in the hearing, we were talking about some of your mental health history. Do you feel okay discussing that with the court?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay. What happened where you were you recently checked into a mental health facility for a period of time?
Yeah, that was a whole thing
When was that?
last year.
Can you be more specific? When last year?
I don't remember the exact date. I'm sure she's told you though what the date was.
Mr. Lee, the court is not aware of whatever might have been discussed in the breakout rooms, so we're on the record for your formal hearing. So we need as much information as you have. You know the month or the general time of year. You need to be as specific as possible, please.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember.
Now here's where things explode. Perez says she wants no geographic restriction. Basically, she can move wherever she wants with the child. But Tyler wants a restriction so the kid stays close. Why? Because he doesn't want to lose access. But here's the kicker. Perez is moving into UT dorms in Austin with her child. Yeah, you heard that right. She's taking the baby into a dorm setting. Tyler, in his mind, believes he's part of that move too. Like they're going together as a family. Already you see the confusion brewing.
The exact date.
Okay, do you remember the month?
No. It was I think it was towards the end of the year. Sure. Actually, no, it was.
I think Ms. Perez testified earlier today that she was 7 months pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
Does that help you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you remember using that
I
information?
think it was like February, somewhere around February. For sure.
Okay, thank you. Any more questions, Mr. Bergman?
Yes, Your Honor. For you. No. How long were you there for?
I think it was like 5 days. For sure.
Okay.
But as soon as I got there, the doctor did say that I don't belong there, and that I was going to be released earlier, but for some reason, like they weren't letting anyone leave. But my mom was calling them like every day to try to get me to let them let me out of there, because the doctor had said that I don't even belong there in the first place. So just gonna put that out there.
What was the name of the place?
I don't know.
Okay. What was the reason for you going there?
Me and Aaliyah had gotten into an argument, and I said that my life felt like it wasn't worth living at the time, but I never said I was gonna end my life or anything like that. So the cops had just taken me there based off of what she told them.
Okay. And right now, do you get any kind of treatment for mental health?
No, I don't.
Have you been diagnosed with any kind of mental health?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And you recall an incident where you were present with the child and on your phone, and the child's present and the child was in a walker, and you shoved the child away from you while you're on the phone. Do you remember that?
What? No, I don't. I don't remember that. No, I don't.
Okay. Your testimony that never happened?
Yeah, that never happened.
Okay. Last time we were here, you agreed to do a
About money. Perez wants retroactive child support, 11 months worth, without giving Tyler credit for anything he claims he's done. Tyler insists he's helped out with clothes, food, and money when he could, but Perez's lawyer wants a clean back pay order. And to make things worse, Dad doesn't have steady income right now. He used to work at a feed factory making $18.25 an hour, but quit, and now just does odd cleaning jobs for his mom. From the court's perspective, that screams underemployed. Not a good look when you're fighting for custody.
parenting class, correct?
I did, yeah.
Okay. And you have not done that parenting class, correct?
No, I haven't, because I was trying to find one that was free and accepted by.
The simple question is you did not do it, correct?
Okay, no.
I'll pass witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Coates, any questions for Mr. Lee?
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. So, Mr. Lee, how come you were not able to finish or proceed with the parenting class that Judge Simmons had ordered?
Like I was trying to explain, I couldn't find one that was free, because there was some that were free, but it also said it needed to be accepted by like the Attorney General of Texas, I guess. So I just couldn't find one, and then I got busy and okay.
I don't think the order had any requirements except that it be completed, and so with the results being you were supposed to turn in the results to the AG's email address.
Yeah. Well, on the email it said it was required, or it had to be accepted by something. So I don't know. I was confused. But.
You just need to submit proof that you did it.
Okay. Yeah.
The order that Judge Bicker signed simply says the parties shall take a free online parenting class, turn over a certificate of completion to the office of the attorney, should say Attorney General, and with the email address where you can send it. Did you read the order, sir?
Yes, I read the order.
Okay. What else, Ms. Coates? Any more questions?
Yes.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Lee, you're asking to be joint managing conservator, is that correct?
Yes.
But it's not just money. The judge already ordered both parents to take a free online parenting class. Guess who didn't do it? Tyler. He claims he couldn't find the right one, but let's be real. It's online and free. The judge isn't buying excuses. Perez, on the other hand, followed through. So right now, the credibility scale is already tilting against Tyler. And wait till you hear about his mental health record. It's another big red flag that Perez's lawyer is pushing hard in court.
And do you understand what that means?
Everything's split 50-50. Like, as far as having, like, rights, I guess.
So it essentially means you and Miss Lee have a certain set of rights together, and that she must consult you on some decisions with regards to health, education, and welfare. However, she does get final say. Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, that's completely fine. I'd rather have that than, like, no say at all.
And have you been involved with regards to Silas and his education, his health? Do you go to his appointments?
I've gone to a few, not every one of them. More recently, I have been, yeah.
So do you know, like, his doctors? Does he go to daycare? Do you know his teachers' names at daycare?
Yeah, no, he doesn't go to daycare, and I've met his doctors before.
And does Silas have any health issues?
Nothing serious, you know?
Okay, nothing serious, but he has some health issues?
Like, I don't know what you mean by health issues. Like, is he sick right now, or, like...
Well, you know, has he been diagnosed with ADHD or ADD?
Oh,
Does he
yeah,
have
no.
autism?
No, nothing like that.
No asthma or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So have you always been involved when it comes to his education, his welfare, health, things like that? Have you reached out to Ms. Perez to know how he's doing physically, emotionally, mentally?
Yeah, yes. I ask her a lot of the time how he's doing.
Okay. Have you taken Silas to appointments by yourself?
No, I've never taken him anywhere by myself.
All right. Now,
Tyler admits that during an argument with Perez, he said life didn't feel worth living. That landed him in a mental health facility for 5 days. He swears he didn't belong there, claims it was just one bad moment. But in custody court, that's gold for Perez's side. The judge now sees a young father, unemployed, skipping parenting classes, and with recent mental health concerns. Add that up, and it's not painting Tyler as the stable parent he's trying to be. And yet, what happens next shocks everyone.
Mr. Lee, are you aware that Ms. Perez is going to be starting school in UT Austin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Which means Ms. Perez and your son would be moving to UT Austin. Is that a problem?
No. Considering she asked me to move with her as well, so I'm not sure.
I understand that Ms. Perez would be living in a dorm, so only Silas would be allowed. So,
Well, this
Are
is just
you-
what she's asking. She asked me, so I don't know.
well, then is it your intention to move to Austin?
Well, that was part of the plan, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to interrupt here. Mr. Lee, what is the plan?
I mean, well, we recently got back together, so I don't know if she said
When
that
was
or not.
this?
Sometime last month, I think.
And what does that mean?
That means I've been seeing her and I've been seeing my son more than normal, or more
Are
than
you
per order.
are the two of you staying overnight together?
Yes. I mean, I'm at her
Where?
house right now, so
You're at Miss Perez's house currently?
yeah.
Mr. Bergman, were you aware of this?
Your Honor, he got in a fight with his mother this morning, and so he's staying at a guest house. But it was just this morning. And,
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but I have no idea where that story came from. That never happened, so I don't know who
What
came up with
never
that.
happened?
I
You're
never
there.
I never got into an argument with my mom at all, so I don't know where that
So,
came from.
so your testimony is you're staying at Miss Perez's home as her significant other currently.
Yes, but I'm not living here. I'm just here.
How long have you been staying there?
We went on a vacation for like 3 days this weekend, and then I was here like 2 days before that, so I'd say almost a week, probably.
Okay. Are the two of you sharing a bedroom at night?
Yes.
Okay. And are you still working for your mom here and there?
Here.
Tyler drops the bomb. He says they're back together. He testifies that he's been staying over at Perez's house, sharing her bed, even went on vacation with her family. In his mind, they reconciled. You can hear the confidence in his voice. He truly believes this is a family reunion in progress. But Perez, she shuts it down. According to her, they are absolutely not back together. Yes, he stayed at her place. Yes, they shared a bed on a family lake trip. But no, there's no romantic relationship. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it.
Here and there.
When was the last time you did that?
Last week, I think.
Okay.
Last week.
And so what town are you staying in with Miss Perez right now? Just the city.
La Vernia.
Okay. So, Mr. Lee, tell me what you think the future plan is for you and Miss Perez and the child.
Well, from what I was hoping was that we'd get.
No, not what you were hoping. What you thought the agreement was between yourself and Miss Perez. What did you all discuss and decide?
That we were going to live together in Austin while she goes to college.
Okay. So if she's living in a dorm where you're not allowed, how is that going to work?
She told me I was going to be able to live with her, so I'm not sure.
Okay. And what about child support and financial support and all of that? Are you planning to get a job in Austin?
Yes. I've never had a problem with paying like the child support. Like I'm okay with that. I just don't know, like if we were to be in a relationship and I have a job and then say he's on my health insurance, like how I would still have to pay like some amount.
Okay. If you obtained employment with health insurance available for the child, you can submit proof of that insurance to the Attorney General's office, and then they can update your case accordingly. But if the two of you are planning to be living together for the foreseeable future, I'm not sure why we're having a contested hearing about any of this. Ms. Coates, is this a surprise to you?
No, Your Honor. I'll let Mr. Bergman get into it. I didn't want to explain ex parte.
All right, Mr. Bergman, what is your understanding of the situation?
Yeah, Your Honor, my understanding is I think Mr. Lee is confused. I think he has a hard time understanding most situations here.
Okay.
But my understanding of my client is that
The judge is stunned. He literally says, if you two are living together and reconciled, why are we here? And honestly, that's the million-dollar question. Tyler thinks he's rebuilding his family, while Perez says he's completely misreading the situation. And let's be clear, sharing a bed on a trip with her parents in the room? That's the kind of detail that makes everyone in the courtroom scratch their heads. Tyler isn't imagining things out of thin air, but Perez is firm. No reconciliation, no relationship. Just co-parenting, period.
he got in an argument with his mom, and he went to my client's guest house. I asked if they reconciled. She says no, that's not the case. She mentioned moving to UT, and he brought up the issue of, well, it'd be hard for him to do visitation. So she said, well, you can move closer to Austin. And
Wow.
she made it clear.
Mr. Lee, you can respond in a moment. Please don't interrupt.
Okay.
She made it clear that she's going to be staying on campus and where the child can stay, but Mr. Lee would not be able to permit it to live there. But I think he's taking it and perceiving it as, okay, she wants me to move in with her when she says you can move closer. But yeah, she's going to vehemently deny any reconciliation or that they're together. There's times where she avoids conflict, and I think he's just taking that as a presumption or that they're together, or I don't know if she's appeasing him or whatnot, but her testimony is going to be that they are not living together. They have not reconciled.
Parties go on vacation together this past weekend?
I don't know about that.
Ms. Perez?
Yeah, we went to my friend's lake house in Crawford.
Okay. And were you and Mr. Lee sharing a bedroom the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can
My parents
understand
were
why
also
you
in the
would
room.
be confused. Tell me again, Ms. Perez.
My parents were also in the room.
Okay. Were you and Mr. Lee sharing a bed?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So there was 2 beds in 1 bedroom.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I can see how Mr. Lee might be confused about the status of your relationship or the circumstances.
Mhm.
How many nights has he stayed at your house since then?
Since the Crawford
Since the
trip?
weekend trip? Mm-hmm.
One?
Are you all sharing a room there too?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently things are not as they seem. So, when are you supposed to move to Austin, Ms. Perez?
Middle of August. I have to be there by like the 20th.
August 20th?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where the tension explodes. Tyler testifies that Perez told him to move with her to Austin. He thought he'd be living with her in the dorms, raising their child together. Perez quickly shuts that down, saying it's impossible. Dorms don't allow that, and she never invited him. You can see how Tyler built this entire fantasy in his head, connecting dots that weren't there. The judge calls it a serious confusion about reality, and that phrase nails it. One parent thinks they're a couple, the other says they're not even close.
Okay. Right. Well, at this time, I don't see I will enter further temporary orders, and you all can come back here before you move to Austin and see what the situation is at that time. For now, Mr. Lee, given the fact that he's essentially residing in the home with the child, I actually don't see a need to enter any new orders at this time.
That's what I was going to suggest, Your Honor. The parties have temporary orders, and there's a modification. I can always file a modification since she has counsel. The change in circumstance, she lets me know. I'll file something, and we'll go from there.
All right. So, Mr. Bergman, are you asking me to finalize the temporary orders previously entered, or my inclination is to just extend the temporary orders and do status or bring everyone back prior to her departure, prior to Ms. Perez moving?
Yeah, I would. I don't know if we can finalize the temporary orders because there's some issues that are reserved in there, but I think probably just not going forward today and relying on these orders, and then if there's a change in circumstances, I can file something, but I don't know if we need a status hearing, or I'm fine either way with a status or a hearing or without a status hearing. I can set something myself.
Ms. Coates, do you know what the calendar is in August before the 20th for this county?
Yes, Your Honor. I think it would be best if we just reset and come back. If Your Honor is okay with adding an extra case on August 11th,
Yes.
we have 8 cases that day.
That's-
So we could do August 11th.
All right, we'll do that. Mr. Lee, if you want to have any additional visitation rights in the event that you and Ms. Perez do split up, then you need to go ahead and complete that parenting class that's ordered in your prior order. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I will reset this matter to August 11th at 9 a.m. by Zoom. See you all again that day.
So where does this leave us? The judge isn't making a final ruling yet. Instead, he orders further temporary orders and schedules another hearing before Perez moves to Austin. Why? Because this case is a tornado of mixed signals, unkept promises, and serious questions about reality. Tyler's future as a father depends on proving stability. But right now, he looks lost and confused. Perez, on the other hand, looks more grounded, but the way she blurs boundaries only fuels the chaos. One thing's for sure, this story isn't over.